Hey everyone, Travis Robertson, CEO and founder of Robertson Coaching International, where we help people just like you create businesses that support your life, not businesses that run your life. And today is part 2 on our 3-part series of overcoming and battling your fears that are holding you back from getting to where you want to go. As I talked about in the last video, we are only born with 2 fears hardwired into us: the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. Every other fear we have, you guys, is a learned fear, meaning that just as easily as we learned how to be afraid of something, we can unlearn how to be afraid of it as well. And so we can unlearn the fear as easily as we've learned it. Now, as I mentioned in the last one, we are not talking about phobias. I'm not going to teach you how to overcome your fear of spiders or my fear of spiders. I'm going to talk with you about those things that are holding you back from the big ambitions, the big dreams, the big goals that you have for your business or your life, right? Those doubts, those fears, those concerns, and they usually present themselves as these negative kind of scripts or tapes that play in our head over and over and over again. And in the first video, what we talked about was loss pain, right? This idea that if I go for something that I really, really want, something really good in my life, I'm also gonna lose something on the journey. I'm gonna lose something as a result of trying to get more, so therefore I don't wanna go for more if I'm gonna lose this over here. And we kind of create these false dichotomies or these false choices. I can either have this or I can have that, but I can never have both. And that's not really how life works. And so I want you to, if you haven't watched that, go back and watch it. Understand how to overcome that loss pain in your life so that you can really get to that next level. Now, the second one that we're going to be talking about today is hardship pain, right? And this is the pain or the discomfort of the actual journey or the actual effort that we need to put in to get to that next level in our business or in our life. And most people don't realize that they actually sometimes can be afraid of that journey. And it often presents as, why I don't know if I'm afraid to step out of my comfort zone, right? It's that comfort zone conversation. Now, there's a lot of different ways that the fear of hardship or the hardship pain can present. And usually it comes with this idea of, well, I don't know if I have what it takes to get to that next level. I don't know if I have what it takes to really go on this journey, to put the time and the effort in. I mean, I don't know if I'm smart enough or good enough or pretty enough or thin enough or athletic enough. Whatever it is, we start to doubt our ability to take the journey that we know lies ahead of us. And so we start to fear the journey itself. And sometimes it's just, I don't even know where to start, right? Like, where do I begin with this thing? You know, I want to go from point A to point B, but man, that gap is so big that where do I begin? And so we start to doubt our ability to even figure it out. And so how do we battle this? How do we battle this type of fear in our lives and in our business? Well, first, what we have to realize is that you have an amazing ability to figure things out. And when you're afraid of these things, what you're basically saying is you doubt your ability to learn how to do what you need to do. And is it going to challenge you? Is it going to push you? Is it going to drive you out of your comfort zone? Of course it is. But I also believe in your ability and also my ability to figure out what I need to figure out in order to get to that next level. If I need to learn a new skill or learn a new habit or do research on something, you know what? I believe I can figure that out, and I believe you can as well. The second thing is we need to start to learn to appreciate and enjoy the journey. I mean, think about it this way. Think about anything great you have in your life, whether that's a relationship or a business or a marriage, whatever it is that you have that's great in your life. Did you get it because it was easy? Of course not. Anything great in your life only comes on the backside of trial and challenge and hard work. A great marriage doesn't just happen. Wonderful kids don't just happen. A great business doesn't just show up one day and go, hey, let's just have a wonderful, incredible business. You've got to work for it. You've got to hustle for it. And we think about movies. I love big movies, like the big epic movies, you know, the Bravehearts and the Gladiators. We all love what we call the hero's journey, right? That battle that they have to go on, the hardship, the trials, the efforts that they have to take. And we romanticize it for everybody else but for ourselves. And when we look at our hero's journey that we've got to go on, we start going, well, that's too much. I can't do it. I don't know if I'm enough. But that's why it's called a hero's journey, because somewhere inside of you is a hero. Somewhere inside of you is somebody who says, you know what, I am good enough. I can do this, and I believe I can figure this out. Is it going to be hard? Heck yeah, it's going to be hard. But you know what? Maybe it's time to romanticize your own journey and to realize that this is that next stage for you. This is that next level. And it's going to require you to push outside of your comfort zone, but you know what? That's a good thing. There's nothing good that comes from staying inside of the safe area, right? You never learn how to swim by staying in the shallow end of the pool. You got to venture out into something more challenging, something more interesting, and ultimately that's what makes life exciting, isn't it? The challenge and the battle, and realizing that when we get to the other side, it wasn't so much where we were going that was important, it was the realization that it was who we were becoming. You see, everybody loves a comeback story, but nobody ever wants the setbacks that create the comebacks. So you can't ever let your setbacks hold you back from actually experiencing your comeback. Understand what the setback is, figure out what you need to do, and move forward. Start to learn to love the journey that you're on, your hero's journey, and I look forward to hearing your stories about your journey at the different events that I get to meet each and every one of you at. So if you've enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, you guys. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, comment down below. Let me know, what's the big journey, what's the big goal, the big ambition that you have for your life, and how are you overcoming the fear of the hardship? What have you found works for you? And if you've enjoyed this video, please do share it with somebody that you know. You never know who needs to hear this story, who needs to hear this message, and who's got a challenge in their life that they could use a little bit of motivation to help with. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care, you guys.